Hello, and welcome to Bla Bla Black Sheep. I am so excited to share with you today my third annual gift guide. It comes in 2 parts. It comes every year. I'm here to help you out so that when others come to you and say, I don't know what to get you for the holidays, you're just going to give them this and be done with it. Today I'm diving in with 5 small gift suggestions. I'm calling these kind of my stocking stuffer list, though they would also be great for just a small gift for a friend, or if somebody wants to give you a little something. These are all great suggestions. They are both small in size and fairly inexpensive. One of my biggest pet peeves is when I click on a list and they're like the 100 best men's stocking stuffers, and then you go look and they're like $50 a piece. Who spends that kind of money? Not me, that's for sure. All of these suggestions are under $20, so you can feel really good about giving them to people that either you don't want to spend a ton of money on you, or they're great for actually putting in people's stocking without breaking the bank. Some of these gift ideas are crochet specific, but most of them are more broad, yarny, friendly. So even if you're not a crocheter, stick around for all these great ideas. My first small gift suggestion is buttons. I feel like fun buttons are something that's a little more pricey. We don't necessarily want to spend the money on ourselves, but not so pricey that they aren't a great gift. I, of course, could not limit myself to 1 button selection. Frankly, I'm really proud of myself that I limited myself to 2. My first buttons are a whole bunch of buttons. These were really reasonably priced from Rose in Wood Designs. These are really cute, and she's got a ton of really great, different, unique. Some are geometric, some are kind of organic, woodsy, plant sorts of things. Really cute buttons, and I have to say I'm super impressed with these. My biggest fear with laser cut wood is always that it's going to have some rough edges and end up snagging on your finished items, and I don't see that happening with these. As I said, they're really reasonably priced. I got a whole bunch of buttons for under $20, and I'm going to be able to use these on at least 1, maybe 2 cardigans, maybe like a cowl and a hat just as a fun accent. So these are a really fantastic option for a natural button. Of course, I couldn't just have a neutral button, and honestly, I already have a cardigan in mind for these buttons. They are by Lady May Designs, and they're really stunning. They are resin buttons, and they have giant pieces of glitter in them. They are so gorgeous. She has these in lots of different colors of glitter. She has them in lots of different shapes of glitter as well. She's done just really fantastic things. These are lightweight. Again, they're very smooth. I don't feel any roughness that I'm concerned would snag on any of my projects, and they're just so stunning. I'm going to work up a cardigan in some of that bulky wool stock that I've been sharing with you, and these are going on it. I'm so excited. Small gift suggestion number 2 is highlighter tape. Guys, this is one of those things that is super inexpensive, like under even $8, and it's super handy. I also think it's one of those things that maybe not as many people have heard about, and so it's a great gift for crafters who have like everything. So this is exactly what it sounds like. It's a little piece of tape that is transparent so that you can see what's underneath it, and you can use it to mark your patterns. I think that this would be great for keeping track of sizes. This would be perfect to print out my pattern and then highlight the different places where stitch counts and directions are listed for my specific size. Now, you could be saying, Sarah, I own a highlighter. I could just highlight it with a highlighter. And that's true. However, this highlighter tape is removable. So if you're using a pattern that you might want to reuse several times and make different sizes in, this would be a perfect option so that you're not having to print out the pattern multiple times. Small gift idea number 3 is this adorable little pouch. This is not specifically for crochet, but when I came across this, I was like, this is perfect. I want one of these in every bag I own. It's just this little tiny leather pouch. It is so soft and such nice quality leather, and it can hold a bunch of little things. For being so tiny, it's got a lot of space in there. I would put one of these in all of my project bags. I could put a little pair of scissors. I could put a tapestry needle. I could put some stitch markers in there and just have them right in my bag. Confession, I bought several of these in several colors because when I saw this, I saw a plethora of uses for it. So all of the women in my family are getting one of these to toss in their purse. I think this is a great gift idea for anyone. They also have personalization options, so you can have them stamp initials or a short word, I think, on your leather pouch so that you can really customize it to who you're gifting it to. Small gift idea number 4 is a skein coat. You guys, I got this and honestly, it's been sitting at my house for quite a while unused because I tend to pull from the outside of my cakes, and that's not what this is for. So let me tell you what this is great for. A skein coat wraps around the cake of your yarn. Maybe it should be called a cake coat. But you're just going to stretch it out and put it around the outside of your cake. And what this does is it helps keep your cake all together in a little ball and protected. If you are someone who is a center puller, unlike me, this is a great way to keep your cake in its shape as you work. If you're a center puller, you know that you hit a certain point where your cake just falls apart, and this helps lengthen the amount of time before that happens because it's putting pressure in on your cake to hold it in place. So let's say, like myself, you do not center pull your ball of yarn. These are still some very handy little tools. Other ways that you can use them are with slippery or silky yarns. If you've ever worked with a yarn that has a lot of silk in it or just has a really smooth texture, like a bamboo sometimes does, you know that they can just fall apart. The cakes are so slippery that they just disintegrate. So what you can do is cake up your yarn, and then the skein coat puts just enough pressure on them to hold the cake together while you're working so you don't end up with a bunch of tangled knots. Another way that skein coats are super handy is to just protect your cake before you start working with it. So let's say you're working a color work sweater or cowl or bag. You may cake up a whole bunch of colors and then just have them laying about until you're ready to use the specific colors, or you may be changing between the colors a whole bunch. It is super handy to put each of your colors in a skein coat and stick them all in one big bag. Then you have them all together, but they're protected so that they don't come unraveled or tangle up among each other, or even just have the friction of bouncing around a project bag before you're working on them. Last but not least, small gift suggestion number 5. This one is specifically just for crocheters, but it is really a great little tool. This is the Kelly Dream Magic Circle tool. It is a really great little tool for working the magic circle or magic ring. This is what starts a lot of projects that are worked in the round. I have a lot of students come into my classes learning to crochet, saying they want to make things like amigurumi animals, and the first thing they tried was the magic ring, and it did not go well. Friends, that is not the place I would start. But if you are ready to move on to some projects that include a magic ring, this is a great little tool. It helps hold the yarn in place as you make your first pass around the magic ring and really makes learning and using the magic ring super simple. As you can tell, I highly recommend it. It's a fairly inexpensive tool, coming in at about $15. So it's a great little gift for crocheters. If you're thinking, okay, I'm a crocheter, but I don't want to make amigurumi animals, I totally get it. Other things that start off with a magic ring are coasters that are worked in a circle from the center out, hats that are worked from the top down, which is a really fun way to work a hat if you never have, and other things like bags and baskets that start with a circle at the bottom and are worked up. Highly recommend this tool, both to give as a gift or if you're someone who struggles with the magic ring. All right, those are my 5 small gift suggestions. All of the links to all of the things are in the show notes below. You do not need to hunt these things down. I will also have links to my Delilah cowl pattern in the show notes and these amazing earrings. Aren't they just so fun? I love a good holiday sparkle. They'll be linked down in the show notes too so that you can snag a pair of those if you need those for all of your holiday celebrations, just like I did. Be sure to come back next week where I'll be sharing 5 larger gift suggestions to help you out this holiday season. In the show notes, I'll also have links to my other gift guides so that you can go back and look at those so that you have a plethora of suggestions for gift giving to crafty people. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this helps you have a less stressful holiday season and happy crafting.